Hey guys, what's going on? Underground Geek here. So I got another video for you guys. This is my weekly video. If you tried to watch my last weekly video, you know I screwed it up twice and I just gave up. That's what you do. You just give up. So I figured I'd start over this week. So this is Big Country Geek and welcome to the gun show. So anyway, I want to start out this video by talking about some of the drama going on. For those of you that already watch my videos, you know that Kwanzaa likes to block people, and then he likes to pull a Dan slot and unblock them, then screenshot their conversation, reblock them again, and then post their conversation on his feed and cry about it behind a block wall. So when I called him out on it, it was quite funny because somebody sent it to me and said, hey, this guy obviously is into you because he's like tracking you down. So here's the video right here. If you want to find it, it says Step Aside, Diversity in Comics, Kwanzaa has a new bay. And of course I'm having to review it because, you know, 54 ups and 0 dislikes with 325 views, of course has to be reviewed. You know, it's controversial. But I also don't get why I got 2 downvotes on my Big Country Geek and Green Lantern Hal Jordan. I gave it a glowing review. I don't understand, like, what were you expecting when you clicked on it? But anyway, so let's talk about the news that we had this week. The first one right off the bat, I want to, you know, I don't really like to laugh at people when they fail, but ha 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 ha, because DeCampy, which is one of the fringe players that has been trying to get Diversity in Comics Patreon shut down, amongst other things, and can't write for crap. I bought the Archie vs. Predator book for a friend of mine, and then I read it myself, and I was like, oh my god, that ending is terrible. So anyway, and so she had this book. It's called Bankshot. And as you can tell, it's canceled. And so it was canceled on, like, yeah, it was canceled on the 4th issue. So before the 5th issue came out, it's still canceled. And so it's like you can't even finish like 6 issues of a book, and it's going to get canceled. And these people keep failing upward. They keep getting better jobs each time, even though they can't keep a book going. And I don't understand how these people keep getting work. It says Bankshot launched in June 2017 with the first 5 planned issues. After the timely monthly release of the first 3 issues, Bankshot 4 was delayed 2 months past its original September release. A 5th issue was solicited for release October 25th, but was delayed several times, and the most recent project release date being June 27th, 2018. Wow. Why didn't you already have them all done? You're just doing 5 issues. Like, just go ahead and do all 5 issues and then get as much as you can done on that to where when they come out it doesn't take as long. These people are lazy. They don't work hard, and it shows. Now, in other news, in failing upward, we also have Doctor Strange gets a fresh cosmic gets a cosmic fresh start with Wade and Saz. Can't talk. So everybody's going to space for some reason. You know, everybody's going to space. I don't know why, but it says as part of Marvel's Fresh Start, initiative writer Mark Waid and artist Jesus Saz will launch Doctor Strange with a new #1 in June. So we got another new #1 coming out. It says I've been a Strange fan forever, Wade told CBR. Well, of course you're going to say that. Where the title was announced, but I've never been lucky enough to write an extended run featuring the Good Doctor. Well, there's a reason for that. Along with editor Nick Lowe, oh god, we've come up with some new and unexpected places to take Stephen Strange in the Marvel Universe, starting with the stars. When Strange's magic suddenly exhausts itself, he'll have to travel off Earth to recharge its batteries. They keep just coming up with these new rules, you know. And that's all that is on this. That's all that's to this article. let's see. I like how this guy said Cates was doing a great job. Strange has lost his magic many times over the last 10 years. Somebody said Cates, no. Yeah, everybody's saying that Cates was good. Why is it Cates on that? Well, of course they have to give Wade something because he keeps failing. He can't even write champions, so they have to give him something else, and they keep giving him like these bigger characters. Now, also, he's also getting another book. Ant-Man and the Wasp is doing a 6-issue mini, which is what they should be doing to all these characters, and so he's getting this too. And it says Mark Waid and artist Xavier Guerin will launch an Ant-Man and the Wasp 6-issue limited series in June as part of Marvel Comics' Fresh Start Initiative. The series will see Scott Lang become lost after shrinking down, with Nadia Pym his only hope of being found. Everyone at Marvel knows I'm obsessed by two things: the Microverse and Cyclops. Mark said, actually, you're obsessed with identity politics and caping for women and your work girlfriends. So when editor Jordan D. White, speaking of work girlfriends, wanted to do an Ant-Man and the Wasp miniseries, he knew to call me or else there'd be heck to pay. See, they always talk in these weird... Each character by itself is amazing, but the true gem and the real treatment comes when they interact with each other, Guerin said. As a comic book artist, specifically as a superhero comic book artist, you need to make the action pop out of the page, make it clear but exciting and dazzling and viral. So it's pretty good art. I like it. You know, we got the original Wasp back, and she looks like a girl. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that. But this, like I said, they keep failing upward. They keep getting these good characters after they don't do good on the last ones, and it really just blows my mind. I think this is the last of the Alonso era, you know, kind of bullcrap, where they've set these people up on these contracts. I don't think this actually had anything to do with CB Cebulski. And people say, well, CB could have, you know, gotten rid of all this stuff. He could have stopped this. Well, not really, because if the contract's already signed, if he goes in there and starts trying to dispute that kind of stuff, it's not really going to benefit the company. Now, these terrible writers on this are not going to benefit the company either, but why not let these people fail and disappear? Let's see here. So also, Carol Danvers, aka Carl Manvers, gets a new #1, and they're going to change her origin all over again, because, you know, they've already changed the main character, so why not change her origin to make it, you know, even worse? What kills me in this picture is she actually has a boob, you know, which is kind of weird because they like to totally flatten out her chest. It says, I really wanted to be able to do this and go back in before her movie launches. Of course, you know, they're going to try to... This is one of the only times I've seen where people has actually made a new book to make money off the movie, like Black Panther. This comic will retell the character's origin, which was originally tied up with Kree warrior named Marvel or Captain Marvel, turning the soldier into Miss Marvel, later Binary, and then Captain Marvel. Oh my god, did you just bring up Binary? It says, crippling anxiety attacks put her on the sidelines in the middle of a fight. Carol finds herself reliving memories of a life she thought was far behind her. She cannot run where you cannot run where you're from, and sometimes you have to go home. But there are skeletons in Captain Marvel's closet, and what she discovers will change her entire world. You mean like when she created a secret army and then was like locking people up in their own Guantanamo Bay without any kind of due process? Is that what you're talking about? Because that's what she did. She's a total Hitler. Rich Johnston, eat it. But anyway, so there's another book that, you know, they're just restarting these characters over and over. They tell us that they're giving us something different, and then they put these terrible artists and terrible writers on there. And it's only a matter of time, I think, before these people are actually gone. But do we really have to go through an entirely new event before these people are gone? It's just really annoying. So for those of you that don't know, Amazing Spider-Man has a new writer in Nick Spencer. It says the July Marvel will launch Amazing Spider-Man #1 with writer Nick Spencer, Secret Empire. I would not want my name latched on a Secret Empire. Artist Ryan Ottley and does Invincible. Everybody says it's really good. The new series comes hot off the heels of former writer Dan Slott's historic 10-year run with the series. You know why it was historic? Because he took a character that was selling over 100,000 down to 50,000 every month consistently. It says they caught up with him, talk about the new direction the book is headed and what fans can expect from the series. Pitching the book was a little bit easier than expected, according to Spencer, because it sucks right now. They want anything. Much of it came out of a conversation, and Spencer came to realize he was working on the book of his dreams. They always say that. Spencer immediately had Ottley in mind when it came to finding a dance partner for the book as well. I knew that Ryan was rapping on Invincible, and I kept thinking, God, he'd be perfect for this, perfect person for this. Spider-Man is such an artist book, said Spencer. It contains some of the best artists in Marvel Comics history, and I really do believe that Ryan, if he wants to be, is really one of the best superhero artists working in comics. And so he was very much on the dream list, and we're lucky and thankful to have him interested in doing it. It says, super excited to be working on with Nick on this book. Spidey was my first love when it came to comic books. It was a pretty nostalgic feeling because everybody likes Spider-Man. Now here's the thing, I don't know if it's in here, but they're talking about all the new things, and one of the things is that Nick Spencer said he's going to do is going to have new love interest once again. So here's the deal. We don't want new love interests, okay? We didn't like him with Mockingbird. It didn't work. We want him back with Mary Jane, and you won't give us what we want. You know, it just really blows my mind because it's like they're intentionally stopping Mary Jane and Peter Parker from being together. So I don't really understand that at all. Now the art for it looks really good. He's doing a great job. I love the lizard on there. That's awesome. All these characters look cool except for Electro. He kind of looks like a girl, but and it may be a girl. They're probably going with that weird girl version. But anyway, I really like this book, but I'm really sad that they can't seem to get a good writer on it, so I don't really understand that at all. But that's pretty much all I got. Now, on last week's video, I didn't really get to talk about it because the video kept messing up. But Donny Cates is on Venom now, and they're launching a new Venom, and I'm really excited about that because he's doing a great job on Thanos. He did a wonderful job on that. Really like the series, so I'm excited to see what he does on this. He's one of those good writers that Marvel actually has right now, so I'm excited to see where he's going to go with it. Besides that, the rest of these books I could care less about because they keep putting these same writers, they just rotating them in different positions and expecting different results. I don't understand that at all. But I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like the update on the news for the week. There's also a lot of other crazy stuff going on. You have that Karen Shakely guy going after diversity in comics, and then come to find out he can't even afford a sandwich, and he's constantly, you know, bumming money off people. And it's only a matter of time before those people find themselves nowhere. But we need to keep shining a light on these liars and these hypocrites because people need to know that these people have no credibility. But alright guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Underground Geek out.